For Kihikihi dairy farmers Ian and Carmen Commons, happiness is 2 milking robots, for them and their small herd of milking cows. The robots mean no more early morning starts for the couple, and because the cows can come to the shed to be milked when they're ready, Ian and Carmen are free to undertake other tasks around the farm and work on Ian's contracting business. The herd has responded well to the automatic milking regime, producing an annual milk solid production target pleasingly above the national average.
We've got 29 hectares effective here, rolling country, there's no steep stuff on it, very easy to farm. We're milking 95 to 100 cows, looking to push up a few more. And I run a contracting business for my parents and my brother off farm. It's quite a big business now, so it keeps me busy. So I've been milking cows since I was 15. I was over milking cows. But then we came here, we fixed up the old tenor-side shed, and wife and we started milking cows again. We did about 6 or so years with that, and I was always interested in machinery and that sort of thing. So I popped along to Lely in Hamilton and had a meeting with them, and 2 years later we got the robot going in. We put in the one robot initially, then with 85 cows, but it was just overloaded a little bit. Something went wrong, it took 24 hours to come right. So we put the second robot in, back down to 45 cows to the robot, and it hasn't looked back since then. Cows are flowing nicely and production's just going up and up. And the initial setup was a bit mind-blowing, getting all the concrete down and converting the old shed over. But as far as the cows go, they sort of just took to it. Put them in there and away they went. I think it's about, when we're buying cows now, 2 weeks, then we don't even see the cow again, she's just flowing through. So it worked well. The cows run on an ABC system. It runs at 8-hour intervals, so it's the 3 breaks a day. So they come in the morning, at 6 o'clock the gate changes over, sends them to a fresh break of grass, again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and at midnight, thereabouts. It's all monitored from their collars, and the timing and all that's worked through that. On the collar is a transponder that has all the information about that cow, all her numbers, her teat coordinates for the robot. It's all monitored on that transponder. You got that one? All right. Picks up her cycling, so if she's due to be mated, it all tells us that information. From there we can tell if the cow's in calf or not by after 21 days if she's cycled again. The cows are flowing through in the real flush. They're sort of getting up to close to the 2.7 to 3 times a day milking, and then they tend to drop back to 1.5 to 2 later in lactation. We changed to autumn calving just to get out of the wet weather in the spring. Works well for our system. That way we keep milking all year round. The cows only get dried off 8 weeks prior to calving, only a couple at a time sort of thing, as the robot tells us they're due to be dried off. We decided to run speckled parks for ease of sale as 4-day-old calves. We don't do AB over our herd, and so we went into the speckled park just as something different, and it works well. We ended up with a few speckled park heifers that ended up with a bull by mistake, and we're actually milking them, and they're milking really, really well, which was quite surprising. And they're not going to fat, putting the beef on, so it's good. It's a big outlay on putting the robots in. We've put them over 10 years. It's paying off. Just makes farm life so much easier. The bills for it, we're just on a plan system for the servicing, so it's fairly low cost, no headaches, not with it. Production on the robot is just going up every season for us. Cows are just getting better and better at it. This season we're looking at hitting that 470 mark. We've had a very good season. It'd be nice to get to the 500, which is our goal. Well-being of the cows has really improved. People say, well, you don't see your cows, but we're actually finding we're seeing more of them. We're not just down in the pit looking at the back of the cow. The health and monitoring system of the Lely is really, we pick up everything with them, and so it takes care of that. We just got to keep an eye out if the odd sore foot on that, and you just put it on auto on the draft on our phone. She's drafted out and we can see to them straight away. So the cow's just come in. She's getting her teeth scrubbed at the moment, ready for milking. On the screen here we've got the process, what it's doing, happening at the moment. We've got the cow's number, the responder number on her collar, which tells us everything about the cow and what's whether she's on heat or her temperature and all that sort of thing. And we've got her weight, how heavy she is, so we can monitor that. It's on the computer and whether she's losing weight or what she's doing there. So in here we've got the milk coming into a jar where it gets weighed. That's where it's happening there. Our cell count tester, so it's giving us individual cows' cell counts. And then all the pumping gear in the bottom. This all information here is all back through onto the main computer in the office, and we can just go in there and look at each individual cow on that.
Been stuck in the milking shed milking cows for 2 hours, and especially in the hot weather and summer and that wasn't enjoyable at all, not for me or the cows. Now the cows with the robots come as they please, they do their own thing, they're happy. Any breakdowns, they'll ring my phone and then I can come to the shed to see whether it can be sorted, otherwise ring the lay-leak technicians. They've got a lot calmer, the cows. Yep, they're just relaxed, chilled. If we have open days with Laylee and we have lots of visitors, people comment that our cows are very relaxed and not fearful of strangers. And yeah, they've just become quieter and friendlier. Our cows are not just a number on a collar or her ear tag. They each have a personality that we know everyone of their personalities. They're happy, friendly, part of our family. Happy cows are definitely making them produce more in production. Just a happy lifestyle for them.